The alien queen's throne was made of living light. It pulsed with every breath she took, a symphony of gold and blue that shimmered across the vaulted chamber like the heartbeat of a god. Around her, the air itself seemed to hum, not with sound but with awareness. Every molecule in her presence knew it served her, and in the center of that radiant hall knelt a single human, Captain Elias Roane, last survivor of the Odyssey. His ship had burned in the upper atmosphere of Lyrathion Prime, torn apart by gravitational storms that he hadn't even known existed. When he awoke, he was no longer aboard his ship. He was here, in this cathedral of alien splendor, with no weapons, no armor, no crew. Just a question. The queen rose from her throne, her movement both serpentine and regal. Her body shimmered like liquid obsidian under the light, and her eyes, twin suns of violet fire, fixed upon him. "You are small," she said in perfect standard English, her voice layered, harmonizing with itself. "Fragile. And yet you are the first of your species to stand before me alive. Do you understand what that means, human?" Elias swallowed hard. "I can guess," he said, his throat dry. "You've killed the others." Her smile was like the curve of a blade. "Killed? No, disassembled. We learn from what we study." He forced himself to meet her gaze. "Then I guess I'm next in line for disassembly." Her smile faded. "Perhaps, but I am curious." She paced around him, studying him like a specimen. Her shadow brushed over his face, cold as deep space. "Your species intrigues me. You build empires from dust and then destroy them. You worship concepts you cannot define. You claim to value peace, yet your history is written in blood." "Why?" Elias said nothing. He could feel her presence pressing into his mind like a tide. She wasn't just speaking, she was probing, tasting his thoughts. "I could peel open your mind and find the answer myself," she said, "but I wish to hear it from you. Why does humanity destroy what it loves?" Elias exhaled. "Because we're afraid." The queen stopped walking. "Afraid?" he nodded. "Of losing what we love. Of being forgotten. Of being small. So we fight, we build, we destroy, just to leave a mark, just to prove we mattered." The queen regarded him for a long time, the flames in her eyes flickering softer. "Interesting. Fear is a source of creation." Then, tilting her head slightly, she asked, "Tell me, human, do you fear me?" Elias hesitated. The truth would be easy. The lie might be fatal. But something in her tone, not mockery, not arrogance, but curiosity, made him answer differently. "I don't know yet." That startled her. She moved closer, her towering form now inches away. The glow from her body cast his face in alien gold. "Explain." Elias looked up. "Fear comes from not understanding something. I don't know what you are, not fully. You could kill me. You could also let me go. Until I understand what you want, I don't know whether to fear you." Silence. For the first time, the queen seemed uncertain. "What I want," she repeated quietly. She stepped back, her eyes narrowing slightly as if she were tasting the words. Her throne pulsed, responding to her thoughts. Images bloomed in the air, holographic memories of 1,000 worlds, 1,000 conquered species, each kneeling before her. None of them human, none of them free. "I am the Empress of the Lyrathian Ascendancy," she said softly. "My will is the axis of this galaxy's expansion. Entire civilizations have bent to my vision. I want order, harmony, perfection. And yet, every victory feels hollow." She turned away. "Your kind would not understand. You are creatures of chaos." "Maybe," Elias said. "But chaos is how stars are born." She froze. When she turned back, her expression was unreadable. The hall's lights dimmed as if the living architecture was holding its breath. "Repeat that," she said. Elias stood. "Chaos is how stars are born. Supernovas, gravitational collapse, it's destruction that creates light. Maybe order isn't the goal. Maybe it's balance." The queen was silent. Then, unexpectedly, she laughed, not mockingly, but with genuine surprise. The sound rippled through the chamber like music made of thunder. "You are the first creature to stand before me and correct me," she said. "You speak as though you are my equal." "I'm not your equal," Elias said. "I'm just someone who stopped kneeling." Her laughter stopped. The chamber trembled, as if the very walls recoiled from the audacity of his words. Dozens of energy tendrils rose from the floor, coiling like serpents around him. He could feel their charge buzzing against his skin. "Careful, human," the queen said. her voice cold again. "You walk on the edge of extinction." Elias met her gaze. "You asked for an answer. I gave it." The tendrils quivered, ready to strike. And then, they stopped. The queen raised her hand, signaling the energy to withdraw. Her eyes never left his face. "You are either the bravest fool I have ever seen," she murmured, "or the most dangerous." "Maybe both," Elias said. The faintest trace of a smile tugged at her lips. She turned and ascended the steps to her throne, the light shifting around her like water. For a while, she said nothing, only stared into the void that loomed behind her throne, where the stars of 100 conquered systems glimmered faintly. Finally, she spoke. "When I first reached the stars, I believed perfection was the highest form of existence. My people thought chaos was a disease. We purged it in thought, in art, in emotion, and we became eternal. But eternity," she whispered, "is very quiet." Elias listened. He didn't interrupt. "I built an empire to fill that silence," she continued. "An empire of logic and obedience. But everywhere I looked, I saw reflection, never surprise. Never disobedience. Until now," her violet eyes met his again. "You stand before me, a prisoner of 1,000 suns, and you speak to me as if I were your reflection." "Maybe you are," Elias said. "We both build empires to quiet the silence." Her eyes widened slightly, not in anger, but in revelation. Then, unexpectedly, she descended from the throne again. Slowly, she knelt before him. Elias's breath caught. "What are you doing?" "I am testing a hypothesis," she said. Her voice trembled, the first crack in her otherwise perfect tone. "If the act of kneeling defines inferiority, then perhaps I must know how it feels to reverse it." The light in the chamber dimmed to a golden twilight. The walls pulsed slower, almost reverently. "Tell me, Elias Roane," the queen said quietly. "If all I have built is an illusion of control, what should I do with it?" Elias stared at her, at the queen who had conquered galaxies, now kneeling before a human she could kill with a thought. His mind reeled. There was no right answer, so he told the truth. "Start over." She blinked. "Start over?" He nodded. "Not by destroying what you've built, but by learning from it. Perfection isn't about control. It's about growth. You can't grow in a cage no matter how beautiful it is." The queen lowered her head slightly. Her crown, a halo of bioluminescent filaments, dimmed. For a long moment, neither of them spoke. Then she rose to her full height again. The light around her shifted from gold to a soft silver, the color of dawn on an alien world. "You have given me something none of my advisors, none of my slaves, none of my worlds could," she said softly. "Doubt!" Elias managed a faint smile. "Glad I could help." She approached him again, not with the predatory grace of before, but with the calm of someone who had looked into infinity and seen something new. Her hand reached out, brushed his cheek with surprising gentleness. "I could erase your species with a gesture," she said, "but I will not. You have shown me something worth preserving. Humanity?" he asked. "No," she whispered. Imperfection. A pulse of energy enveloped him. For a moment, he thought she had changed her mind and killed him. But instead, the world around him dissolved into starlight. When he opened his eyes again, he was lying on a desert plain beneath an alien sky. His suit was intact. His comms flickered to life. The wreckage of the Odyssey smoldered a few kilometers away. He was free. Above him, the night sky shimmered, and among the constellations, he saw a new light, a vast Larathian fleet, turning away from Earth's quadrant, retreating. He lay back, staring at the stars, the queen's voice still echoing in his mind. "Chaos is how stars are born," he smiled. For the first time since his ship had fallen, he felt hope, not just for himself, but for the universe. Epilogue, centuries later. Explorers from the third human expansion would discover a monument on Larathian Prime, a world abandoned, its cities now overgrown with silver vines. At the center of the capital stood a statue carved from crystal light, a towering alien queen and a human, standing side by side, gazing toward the stars. Beneath them, a single inscription, written in both tongues: "Order births silence. Chaos births creation." The last conversation of the queen and the human.